Wealth, security, and opportunity are a byproduct of success. However, it often comes at the expense of deep personal satisfaction and happiness. This is the Design Your Destiny podcast, and I am your host, Penny Chason, board-certified hypnotist and #1 international best-selling author. I work with the highly successful influencers, business leaders, corporate leaders who desire a life by design. In this podcast, I will bring to you succinct solo episodes and interviews that dissect the challenges of success and highlights the ways to leverage your most underutilized asset, your subconscious mind. If you desire peace and happiness in your life, better health, and stronger relationships so you can enjoy the success that you have created, keep listening because this podcast is for you. Hey everybody, we are going a different direction today. Welcome back. I'm excited that you are here. Today I want to talk about the surprise benefits of doing the deep subconscious work, because there are surprises that people get. Unexpected things can happen. So I want to share with you some of the wins that my clients have gotten in my group program, as well as one-on-one work. Because what I have found is that in my group program, people get so much added benefit out of that because things that they never considered are brought up by other participants, questions, insights, life experiences, and light bulbs just pop off all the time in the group program. It's a 10-week program. It's actually, as this episode is released, we're about 3 weeks into it. It will be the first of the year when I run it again. So you want to be on my email list so that you know when that rolls out, or you can just message me on social media and let me know that you want to be in the group program when that rolls out. But here, let's roll with this. So one of the unexpected benefits that my clients get is they truly cannot grasp what it means to be neutral about their past until it happens, and what that literally means for their life. So take one client, for example, came to me for stress and tension in her neck. She always had tight muscles in her neck, and she wanted to take care of that. She felt it was emotional in nature. Now, when she and I connected, she had not shared with me that from time to time she would have what felt like a panic attack. Now, she wasn't diagnosed with these, but she would just get triggered by something and hyperventilate and feel overwhelmed. So we do this work because if you've ever read Dr. John Sarno's book, Mind Body RX, then you will know that he says that chronic discomfort in the body is caused by repressed rage. We did this work together, and once we went through a process of forgiveness, there was peace. This is the one thing that surprises all of my clients. They truly had never in their life experienced true peace. Now, what was the unexpected benefit of doing that work? Because there was a component of everything that involved this individual's father. As a full-grown adult, there was fear and trepidation around even visiting her father because of everything that had happened and the expectations around the current behavior that was happening. After we did this work, she was able to spend time with him, accepting him for who he was, with no expectations, and to be at peace, completely free of fear, free of any resentment, any frustration. And shortly afterwards, there were some changes in his health. And she was able to be present with him, to be at peace with their relationship, to reconcile that relationship. And when he transitioned, she had closure. She had closure. Another unexpected benefit, if you've listened to the podcast, I think it's episode 11, it might be 10. It's the interview with Justina. And she talks about how her son, after we did the work for the first time, jumped up into her arms, hugged her, and said, "I love you." He was never an affectionate, I shouldn't say never affectionate, but he was not a touch affectionate child to her. Hugs were not how he connected with her. And when she let go of what she was dealing with, we did another interview back in February, and he loves on her all the time. Put a price on that for me, because I know so many entrepreneurs and business owners and business leaders who do what they do because they are determined to break the generational pattern of what they grew up in, whether it was poverty, a stressed household, financial insecurity, whatever those things were. And then you get into this cycle of being so dedicated to your business. The one thing that you wanted to do was be able to be present with your children. And now you don't know how to do that because you feel guilty when you're not in the business. You feel guilty when you're with your kids because you're thinking about the business, those kinds of things. So yeah, I've had clients unexpectedly lose 10 to 15 pounds. No dieting, no suggestions for weight loss, but when they drop the weight of the emotion and the beliefs that they were carrying around, the weight fell off. So let me see, what's another unexpected one? I'm going off of memory here, so you have to bear with me just a little bit because a lot of these things overlap. Another person, I think I mentioned it in a recent episode, we're dealing with people pleasing, right? People pleasing. Oh my gosh, talk about a complete pivot and change in life. This person is now traveling the world, running a business that they love, an independent location business, and is no longer in corporate. And when you see the photos, like the social media posts, you can see the change in the face. That's another thing. Oh my gosh, I have worked with clients where we do a session, and at the beginning of the session, I'm just going to toss some numbers out here to give you an example. At the beginning of the session, let's say they're 40 years old. At the beginning of the session, they're tense, they're stressed, they're carrying the weight of all this emotion. They look 50, 55 years old because they're all of this stuff just on the inside. It's just putting so much weight on them. And at the end of the session, they can look 30, 35 years old. They literally gain back years of their life in a single session. Now, can I predict when that's going to happen? No, but it's just one of those beautiful, unexpected things. People have come to work on something to do with business and find that their marriage it rekindles, something shifts, something changes. And things just start to fall into place. These are things that you can't necessarily put a finger on. You can't put a price on them. And they're super, super impactful. One of my recent clients was just in this real headspace. She has a great high ticket offer, but she would get in her head from month to month. This client's rolling off. I got to get another new client in. So we worked through the things that were connected to these thoughts and feelings. I use conversational hypnosis a lot. And when I say conversational hypnosis, I'm not talking Ericksonian metaphors and stories and those kinds of things. I'm talking about triggering the subconscious mind and pushing the subconscious to solve its own problem. in a sense, what I'm doing in the session is I'm guiding the client a much better way to think in terms of problem solving so that they can unravel their own knots. I'm just kind of like pushing and guiding them there. So the things that were coming up in these sessions ended up not having anything to do with money. But let me tell you, the things that have shifted and unfolded and unlocked for her are unbelievable. People that she has known for years. Now, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, what are you up to? I love what you're doing. Let's see how we can partner together. How can we work together? How can I take what you're doing and bringing it in? And she is signing clients effortlessly on a monthly retainer at 50% higher than what she was when we were working together. It was just that simple. And she is in this extremely rewarding, trusting, allowing, letting it be easy place. So anyway, if that sounds like something you want, hit me up, let me know. You can get on the email list by going to pennychason.com and signing up for the Mindset Myth. Sign up for the Mindset Myth. That will get you on my email list, and I will let you know when the next workshop is rolling out in January. I can't wait to see what unfolds with this group of highly successful people, because I was blown away with what happened in spring. Each group tends to be unique and aligned in its own way. And I just really look forward to being able to share with you some of the takeaways that people have, to give you more examples of what's possible when you simply tame your inner dialogue, when you take care of what it is that's creating this voice that causes you to feel less confident than you should be. Let's work on it, because you're here to make an impact. And if you're allowing your subconscious thinking to hold you back, you're not stepping into the full potential of the service that you could be offering the world. And I'm here for it, man. I am here for you. And ladies, I use man colloquially, but anyway, I guess that's showing my age and the time that I grew up in, and there's always areas for us to work and improve. I'll see you next week. Thanks for listening to this episode of Design Your Destiny. I would love to know what resonated most with you. So just take a screenshot of this episode, share it over on your Instagram stories, and tag me at penny.chason and let me know what you thought. Also, if you head over to iTunes and you leave a positive review, it helps this podcast to help reach even more people, making a difference, elevating humanity and mankind.